welcome back to another lesson. Thank you for joining me, and today we are going to be looking at division, but this time we're using long division. Now, a lot of people struggle with long division, but you're going to see how easy it is once you remember the step-by-step procedure. So, here it goes. Once you're doing long division, step 1 is to divide. Step 2 is to multiply. Step 3 is to subtract. Step 4, bring down. And then step 5 is to repeat. Let's start working. So here, 32 divided by 2. Step 1 says the first thing we need to do is divide. So we're asking how many sets of 2 can we get from 3? We're still taking it step by step. So if I have 1, 2, 3 and I take a set of 2, only 1 I can get, no more. So I put my 1 up there. My next step is to multiply. You always have to remember what step you just took and what's the step that comes after. So I just divide and now I'm going to multiply. What do I multiply? I am multiplying the number on the outside, that's your divisor, by the number you just write up there. So 2 times 1 equals 2. Now where do I put my 2? Because I just divided this 3, I'm putting the 2 underneath it. And the next step is to subtract. So I'm going to subtract. So I have 3 and I give away 2, I'm left with 1. The next step says we are to bring down. So the other digit that you have not divided yet, you're going to bring it down. So you write 2 down there. Now it's time to repeat the process. So you're starting all over with dividing. Now you're dividing down here. So how many sets of 2 can you get from 12? If you skip count by 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You get 6 sets of 2 from 12. You put it up top. Then you just divide, so now you're going to multiply. So it's always your divisor times the number that you just write up top. So it's 2 times 6, and that is 12, and it always comes down to the bottom. So you put it down here. The next step is to subtract. So I have 2, I give away 2, I'm left with a 0. I have 1, I give away 1, I'm left with a 0. Now because I have 2 zeros left and there's no other digit up here to bring down, I know that I am finished, and I'm finished without a remainder. So when I divide 32 by 2, my answer is 16. We're going to try another one. And I always tell my students, write these down before you start dividing if you're using long division. Once you have the steps up there and you follow them, you should not go wrong. So let's go. 364 divided by 5. First step is divide. How many sets of 5 can I get from 3? 1, 2, 3. I cannot get a set of 5. So I'm going to write 0. My next step is to multiply. Remember, whatever you write up here, that's what you multiply by your divisor. That's the digit outside. So 5 times 0 is 0. Anything you multiply by 0, you get 0. Next step, subtract. So 0 from 3, I'm left with 3. The next step is to bring down. So I'm bringing down the next digit after the one I just divided. So it's the 6. How many sets of 5 can I get from 36? Now I have to skip count by 5. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. 40 tells me I'm gone too far because I'm looking for 36. So I'm going to use 35. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I get 7 sets of 5 out of 36. I don't need to think about remainder when I'm doing long division. It works itself out. So now I need to multiply my 5 times 7. So 5 times 7, and guess what? It's always going to give you back this number that you used to help you get that 7. So 5 times 7 is 35. Now it's time to subtract. I have 6, I give away 5, I'm left with 1. I have 3, I give away 3, I'm left with 0. I'm not done because I still have this 4. So the next step is to bring down. So I'm bringing down this 4. Now I can take out this 0 or I can let it stay, but I need to know whether the 0 is there or not. This is going to be 14. Now it says I'm to repeat. So I'm starting at division again. So now it's how many sets? It's how many sets of 5 can I get from 14? So I'm going to skip count. 5, 10, 15. I'm past 14, so I'm gone too far. I'm going to have to use 10. So 1, 2. So I got 2 sets of 5 from 14. Now I need to multiply. So I'm going to multiply the 5 by the 2 that I just wrote up there. So 5 times 2, remember whatever you used here, when you multiply, you automatically get it back. So 5 times 2 is 10. So I'm going to subtract my 10 because after I multiply, that's the next thing that I need to do. So I have 4 and I'm giving away 0, I'm left with 4. I have 1, I give away 1, I'm left with 0. Now the next step is to bring down, but I don't have anything else to bring down. What does that tell you? It tells you that you are finished. So what is this for then? This 4 is your remainder. All right? So your answer would be 72 remainder 4 or 72 and 4/5. All right? Simple. I'm going to do one more just because I know that it's kind of tricky and you have to remember what's the next step. All right, so 792 and I'm dividing by 6. Step 1 says divide. How many sets of 6 can I get from 7? It's 1. Step 2 says I'm to multiply. Remember, you're always multiplying this digit on the outside by the digit that you just write at the top. So 6 times 1 is 6 and it goes under the digit that you divide. So next step is to subtract. I have 7 and I give away 6. I'm left with 1. Now next step says bring down. So I'm bringing down this 9. Remember, you cannot skip the 9 and go to the 2. You have to bring the 9 down first. Then it says I'm to repeat. Means that I'm starting all over from divide. So I'm going to divide. How many sets of 6 can I get from 19? I'm going to skip count by 6. So 6, 12, 18, 24. I get to 24, it means I passed 19, I'm gone too far. So it means that I'm going to have to use 18. So 1, 2, 3. So I get 3 sets of 6 from 19. Next step, you need to multiply the digit you at the side by the digit you just write at the top. So 6 times 3, that's 18, and it goes under the 19 because you just divided the 19, and then you are going to subtract. I have 9, I give away 8, I'm left with 1. I have 1, I give it away, I'm left with 0. I'm not done because I still have the 2 to bring down. So I bring that down. Now, how many sets of 6? We're going to divide again because we're repeating the process. How many sets of 6 can I get from 12? If I skip count by 6, I get to 12 here. So it's 1, 2 sets of 6 I can get from 12. And notice I got exactly 12. Now I need to multiply this 6 by the 2 I just wrote. So 6 times 2, that's 12. After I multiply, I need to subtract. So I'm taking away this 12 from this 12. So I have 2, I give away 2, left with 0. I have 1, I give away 1, I'm left with 0. I have nothing else to bring down. 0 down here, I'm done, and there are no remainders. So my answer when I divide 792 by 6 is 132. That's it. Again, if you don't get it, all you need to do, rewatch the video, slow it down, stop it, practice it, and you'll finally get it. You have to know these steps. So practice these steps. Make sure you know. First step is divide, then you multiply, then you subtract, then you bring down. You need to know what do you divide. You have to divide what is inside here by what is here. What do you multiply? What is here by what you write up there. What do you subtract? You have to subtract what you get when you multiplied from what you had there. It's not hard, guys. Just keep practicing. Reach out to me in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you need added help, and I'll be here to help you. Remember, when you watch this video, you need to like, share it, and subscribe to the channel if you have not yet done so. See you in our next lesson when we might be still dividing. Who knows? Let's see. Bye.